Welcome back. We are us and this episode we are going to get to the boss. It feels like I've been screwing around a little too much and just dying to really stupid stuff that honestly should not even be killing me. Right. So, after I ended last episode, I did not, in fact, just turn the game off. I say turn the game. You know what I mean. I instead reset the shop a few times to see if I could get anything interesting. I did. I got the Crushing Lightning Staff, which I got it because of the lightning. The crushing is just an extra thing that's there. I don't imagine that's ever, honestly, considering that we're never going to put points into strength, we get no actual value out of the physical damage, and it's just going to be heavily kneecapped by enemy armor. I really wish I thought of that before I bought it. Then I would have just held off and bought another one. Our funds are low as a result. But I have a fire wand that also deals ice damage, which means I can deal damage, dot damage, and slow all at once. Granted, the range isn't that great. Anyway. And then I also picked up the Shocking Lightning Wand, which is a wand that just has extra lightning damage. He's level 3, so I swapped to the Rogue, I believe it was, in order to get some higher level stuff to show up in the shop. In the meantime, I discovered something that the magic shop does. You know how the tavern offers the food and then the food gives you a buff? Well, the magic shop does something similar, but better. See, the magic shop lets you pick buffs for your skills. I think it's 2 you can choose. I don't know why I think it's 2. I didn't interact with this at all. Otherwise, you'd have seen the buffs in the window, like for the tavern buff. So for Missile Barrage, we can get additional projectiles. I think these will be the things that show up in the... I don't want to call them shrines. The upgrades you can pick up out in the wild during your run. Could be wrong. Yeah, so I can't double select that, which is fine. And then get a chance to inflict stun, that's worthless. Increase the size of the explosion. Enemies hit by the fireball are inflicted with minor slow, and then with the upgrade, just slow. Which, according to the legend, is a 30% decrease of movement speed. Oh, weapon speed and cast speed for 4 seconds. But no hard CC, aside from this, of course. I would like to test the stun against the boss. Well, the boss for this mission is a totem, so I don't expect you can stun it, but it being a boss, I would just assume flat out that you just can't stun it anyway. And since it doesn't move, the slow doesn't really do anything for us, but I could reduce spell cooldowns or deal more damage, gain additional armor and ice resistance. Well, I don't know why that isn't just elemental resistance in general. Taking damage while having stacks of barrier ignites the air around yourself for a duration, dealing fire damage. I like it. Not as much as I like having reduced cooldowns. I don't use that spell a whole lot, so let's go with that instead. And then that. Why? Why won't you just let me mix them? Just let me pick any two, not one from the first row and then another from the second row. I hate that. And that's assuming I'm even right. Yeah, I can only pick one. So that's what that is. That's fine. If I'm just able to pick them, just mix them, if I can choose more later on, I'm fine with that. I just don't like arbitrary restrictions. So, the most important thing is to have lower cooldowns. We'll take that. Now, again, the point of today's episode is to, at a minimum, reach the boss. I also need to remember to change my equipment now that I've actually spent the money on the stuff. Well, I mean, I need to test it out anyway. Yeah, sure, why not? Now, if this had ice on it, that'd be pretty good. Then we'd get the DPS and the slow. I mean, I like how it sizzles. Oh, right. I still don't like this. That's the wrong thing. Not great. Oh, hey there. Buff me. Hunter's travel rations. Okay, so we get dash recovery time. Everything else in there is garbage. I don't know why I keep thinking the potion is on Y. I need to stop that. Wait, can I really do that? No, it's... I thought I could simulcast the beam and the lightning from the sky, but I have to choose.
I can't do that yet.
I really don't like how the pointer doesn't adjust to the range of the currently equipped weapon. Well, its basic attack range anyway. Skills cost no mana. No, I don't have that buff, that's right. Oh, that's right. I can actually cheese enemies with this by hiding behind things. Never mind. I disagree with that. I would have allowed it. Guess I'm just a better developer. I mean, it's not like it's that great as it stands. Can I do this? Smells delicious, by the way. Enemies hit by the fireball are slowed. Projectile. Okay, so the magic missiles gain the ability to jump to additional targets on hit. But barrier protective warding that combined with the general spell cooldown that we have could be pretty good. I believe there's a window. I'm not sure. I'm genuinely not sure. It's possible there's a window in between the expenditure of one stack of barrier, during which you can just straight up take damage from the enemy before the next stack is consumed. Or I could be making that up. But I'm trying to remember the death we suffered last episode. So I'm not sure. But it's something I'm trying to keep in mind. I do at least want this. I know it's for a spell I don't even really use. How do you take no damage from anything, by the way? Okay. I'm going to wait to switch the weapon. Till the buff's gone, which is going to be a sad day, but we'll manage. Seems fair. I'll admit, I'm still not impressed by it, but the fact that I can just run around and have that out. I actually handled that pretty well, considering I wasn't expecting it. I mean, I can't tell what's going on here because it's very much pixelated. Notice the fireball goes through enemies. So it looks like I was wrong. When a skill crits, well, when something you activate crits, it is a chance for it to crit on a separate chance to crit on everything you hit. I mean, it's possible it just worked like that for that one skill, that one time, when we were using the rogue, but we just crit. We crit one of these bees down here. Why is this guy... Okay, because he was on that. Got it. Thought he was a super secret special enemy. Literally facing that direction. Okay.
I can't do that yet.
I am no small amount of shock that that did not actually just straight up kill them. We're still in the first part of this area. Okay, let's switch it up. We will try this with you. Oh, by the way, the reason the traps for this tome did damage over time is because it has poison on it, which I did not realize, despite looking at it repeatedly while hovered over it in the inventory. That's right. That's the kind of video you watched. I admit I don't really notice the slow. Yeah, it's not applying the slow. Maybe because the fire having an elemental effect is overruling it? Or it's because it's literally fire and ice and it's conflicting. Yeah, may as well try this out while I'm thinking about it. far more effective than I expected. I think it just about bounced perfectly. I know I missed that upper area, so we'll deal with that, but first... yeah. This way probably leads to the Citadel, which we don't care about. Oh. I thought it... didn't expect it to immediately lead to the Citadel. I thought there might be enemies up there. No XP for me.
Vile creep. That skill is no weapon. Stay down.
Also, I really wish there was a way to quick swap weapons, even if they only let you select one. Really? There we go. No idea why that was not bouncing earlier. Or maybe it was less obvious than it was. It's weird, because I know I hit them, but I wasn't getting any feedback. Neat. I think this combination of skills might actually work out, but we've only just begun, so it's kind of hard to say. I will note that apparently the bouncing projectiles can miss. Frick. think I might actually like the way the setup feels because we are spending quite a significant amount of mana. That being said, it's not like there's any shortage of mana crystals. Oh. Oh, these guys are going to die. Primarily because I can't do a thing to heal. I would like for them to last until the boss, at the very least. Why? You saw that was there. Why would you trip that?
I can't do that. Skill is no friend. I can't do that.
Like I said, good. Oh dear. Can I lure them into the apple? Oh well. That guy flew. Ooh. Okay. The fireball now bounces, and it triggers an explosion with each bounce. Oh, please have some sort of wizard gear. Chilling Frost Staff, Scorching Fire, Chilling Fire Tome. I might actually take that. Oh, I didn't see you there. That's weird. I could have sworn I saw that thing bounce off of the wall and then hit the plant. I forgot the fireball bounces now. Exploding all the while. Ooh. Markham's purse. Gold per ink. Yeah, whatever. It's not particularly interesting. Okay. I really do need to remember that. Ooh, frick. Goodness. That escalated very fast. Yeah. I like that. We'll grab that. Yeah, may as well. He jumped right into the frick sigil and disappeared forthwith. Jeez. Literally getting burned down. And yes, I'm asking myself the exact same question you are, considering just how much we put these two guys through. But I won't vocalize it. I'm not a fool. Oh, single file, one at a time. Love it. Okay. Looks like I was... Holy frick. Looks like I might have been wrong. The shield does... It's interesting. Oh. Okay. The shield does take multiple hits without a cooldown in between, so that's fine. What the frick? That seemed personal to me, which is why I tried to dodge it. Yeah, sure. Man, wish I had picked that up. I haven't been paying attention to how much barrier I have at any given moment. I don't really consider it a real form of defense. And you can see why. I'm now missing half of my health. This place doesn't really seem to like mages. Of course he did. At least they don't take damage from it. There's some solace. I lose 6 wood and get 10 stone. I will make that trade. We need more stone than we do wood right now. I forgot about the others. Magic missile spell. Wait, increases my XP gain? Yes. We still have another level before we get to the boss, so hopefully we can find more buffs there. Something good. Double gold. I have no intention of dying, but if I do, this will make it a little less painful. I hate it here. forgetting which button the magic missiles are on. Which is my eternal shame, considering there aren't that many buttons it could be on. This is where the goblin warriors will be. And shaman, of course. Goblin warrior shaman. I don't know why this place hates the mage so much. I disagree that should have hit me. Gotta remember to keep moving in this place or be punished for simply existing. See more gold to pick up, but first gain intellect, magic missiles. Not see that there. That seems fair. So what do you think? Am I making the most of the gold buff? That's for the boss. There's some sort of a shop here. Or whatever this might be. Have any that hit repeatedly aside from the frost wand. This would be best for the shocking lightning staff, but I'm going to take that. So now we have 2 potion charges, which won't do us a whole lot of good if we screw up in the boss fight. Now that I think about it, with its extremely low cooldown, the magic missile spell is actually pretty good. I wonder if I use the potion charge, will they heal? I left money down there. No, the potion does not work on them, nor does the fountain that replenishes them. I'm not going to go down there for the gold because there's really no other way I can procrastinate, but I'm sure I'd find some way to do it. And I welcome you all to the first time I get to exhibit the boss fight. If it's the totem, which there's no reason it wouldn't be, but I'm aware of. Am I alright with this setup? Oh, no point in thinking about it too hard. Either we live or die. They're going to die soon. I can't save them. Oh my. Or myself, good lord. The speed at which I got it down to the fire totem, which is the worst of them, of the worst of its phases, is actually pretty impressive. Now, I'm not particularly impressed with the lightning wand, but so how much did we lose total for the resurrection anyway? We made 5,800. Oh, we also got, I don't know why we got the blue things. So we only lost 1,857, but we also lost 2 little blue things. Carnage cloth gloves. Gives bonus spell crit chance, but it also gives physical damage, which is at such a low percentage it doesn't matter. Did level up, and I don't know how much material we have, so let's see. The apothecary requires 20 of the little blue things. I see what's going on. The barrier doesn't negate the hits. It reduces the damage taken. I was operating under the assumption that it works slightly differently. I don't know why, but I was. Definitely need that for greater scaling. Frankly, this was the big winner as far as it turns out. I mean, this is fine and all, but it's way too expensive for how spammable it is, and it doesn't come with extra DPS over time, so sure. An extra dash charge is not going to save this guy. She's over here. Honestly, if I had landed the fireball better and more frequently, that might have actually turned out much more differently than it did. For that third phase, we need to rip right through that, because that phase is disgusting. Like you just saw. We cannot be in that. We cannot allow that particular phase to persist for very long. Otherwise, we will just die. The first two went by extremely quickly, though, so I wish I could have made use of that. If we could have gotten some enemies in really close, it could have worked, but all that spawned, I believe, were the ranged units, right? All right, yeah, we have this stuff up here to spend as well. Won't be a whole lot we can do with what we've earned. that's not. Oh yeah, I already did spend those. How did I? Doesn't matter. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for us today. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves and everything you've seen here. As always, we will be back tomorrow with another episode. And I can only hope that I'll finally be able to beat the boss. I don't imagine I will, because we're still weak. Also, once you hit level 4, it just doesn't feel like you leveled. But WeArEuS running around the forest. Okay. Anyway, I think I'm going to do another run after I end the video, and then I'll just get us to the boss, and we will take it from there. If it goes poorly, maybe we'll switch to the hunter next episode. I don't imagine that that'll turn out much better. But anything's possible. And so, with all that said, we will see you next time.